In Part 1, we explored careers that demand years of education and extreme responsibility. But the jobs you're about to see now, they require not just skill but courage, risk, and extraordinary sacrifice. These are the careers where the price of success is truly extreme. Starting at number 8, professional athletes. Think about the icons LeBron James, Serena Williams, Lionel Messi. Their journey began long before the fame. Professional athletes often start training as children, dedicating their entire youth to a single goal. This means sacrificing a normal social life, often delaying or foregoing higher education, and pushing their bodies to the absolute limit every single day. The physical toll is immense. Injuries aren't just a possibility, they're a certainty. A torn ACL, a concussion, or chronic pain can end a career in an instant. The mental pressure is just as intense. They live under a microscope, where one bad game can lead to a storm of public criticism. The path is brutal and uncertain. For every superstar who makes it, thousands of equally talented athletes fail to reach the top, left with little to fall back on. But for the small fraction who achieve elite status, the rewards are astronomical, with salaries, endorsements, and prize money reaching into the hundreds of millions. Next, at number 9, we have software architects and tech entrepreneurs. In a world driven by technology, these are the master builders and visionaries. Think of the minds behind companies like Apple, Google, or SpaceX. Software architects are the geniuses who design the complex skeletons of the software we use daily, from banking systems to social media platforms. It takes years, often a decade or more, of intense study and hands-on experience to master this field. Tech entrepreneurs take it a step further. They don't just build the tech, they build the business around it. They often risk everything: their life savings, personal relationships, and mental health on an idea. The journey is a gauntlet of non-stop work, repeated failures, and the constant threat of bankruptcy. They live on caffeine and ambition, working 80-hour weeks for years with no guarantee of a payoff. But when they succeed, the impact is world-changing. They don't just get rich. They create new industries, solve massive problems, and fundamentally change how we live. Coming in at number 10 are commercial divers and underwater welders. This is without a doubt one of the most physically dangerous jobs on the planet. These professionals descend deep into the dark, cold, high-pressure environment of the ocean to build and repair underwater structures like oil rigs, pipelines, and bridges. Imagine working hundreds of feet below the surface, where visibility is near zero and the pressure can crush a submarine. They face the constant risk of decompression sickness, equipment failure, and unpredictable marine life. Underwater welding is even more perilous, combining the dangers of diving with the risk of electrocution and explosions. The training is grueling and highly specialized. Every single dive is a calculated risk, a life-or-death mission where one mistake can be fatal. Because of this extreme danger, the compensation is substantial. Experienced underwater welders are among the highest-paid tradespeople in the world, earning their pay by braving conditions most of us can't even imagine. At number 11, we look to the stars with astronauts. This is more than a job. It's a calling that demands the absolute pinnacle of human capability. The selection process is famously rigorous. NASA might receive over 18,000 applications for just a handful of spots. Candidates need advanced degrees in science, engineering, or mathematics, plus thousands of hours of experience as pilots or specialists in their field. The training that follows is even more intense. They endure punishing G-forces and centrifuges, learn to function in zero gravity, and master complex spacecraft systems. They spend months in isolation to simulate long-duration missions. Once in space, they face dangers like cosmic radiation, micrometeoroid impacts, and the psychological strain of being millions of miles from home. The personal sacrifice is enormous, spending years away from family for a chance to contribute to humanity's quest for knowledge. Few are ever chosen, but those who are become symbols of exploration, pushing the boundaries of what is possible. Number 12 brings us to the glittering world of film directors and actors at the highest level. Behind the red carpets and blockbuster premieres lies a brutal and unforgiving industry. For every list star, there are tens of thousands of aspiring actors and directors struggling for years. The initial investment is huge, not just in acting classes or film school, but in headshots, networking, and living in expensive cities like Los Angeles or New York with no stable income. Rejection is a constant companion. Actors attend hundreds of auditions, facing criticism and dismissal daily. Directors spend years trying to get a single project funded. The financial and emotional toll is immense. But for those who persevere and finally get their breakthrough, the rewards are extraordinary. A top director can command a percentage of a film's profits, earning tens of millions from a single hit. A-list actors can earn over $20 million per movie, becoming global icons. But even at the top, failure is always lurking just one box office flop away. At number 13, we have nuclear engineers and physicists. These are the experts who harness the power of the atom. Their work is critical for generating clean energy, developing medical treatments, and ensuring national security. The educational path is incredibly demanding, requiring a Ph.D. in nuclear physics or engineering, which can take over a decade of university study and research. They work in highly secure and potentially hazardous environments like nuclear power plants and national research laboratories. The responsibility they carry is monumental. A single miscalculation or oversight in their work could lead to a catastrophic event with global consequences. The precision and attention to detail required are absolute. They must operate with zero margin for error, day in and day out. This combination of advanced expertise and immense responsibility places them among the most highly compensated and respected professionals in the scientific community. Coming in at number 14, Chief Executive Officers or CEOs. The CEO of a major corporation sits at the apex of the business world. They are responsible for the livelihoods of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands, of employees and the direction of companies worth billions of dollars. Their decisions impact not just their company, but entire markets and economies. The journey to the top is a relentless climb up the corporate ladder, demanding decades of dedication, strategic thinking, and ruthless ambition. The job itself is one of crushing stress. CEOs work around the clock, dealing with immense pressure from shareholders, the board of directors, and the public. They are ultimately accountable for every success and every failure. The burnout rate is high, and the personal sacrifice is immense. But the rewards match the responsibility. Compensation packages, including salary, bonuses, and stock options, can run into the tens or even hundreds of millions of dollars, making it one of the most lucrative positions on the planet. Finally, at number 15, we have military and test pilots. These aviators operate at the absolute edge of human and technological performance. Military pilots fly supersonic fighter jets in combat scenarios where split-second decisions mean the difference between life and death. The training is legendarily difficult, designed to push candidates past their physical and mental breaking points. Test pilots take it even further. They are the daredevils who fly brand new, experimental aircraft for the first time, intentionally pushing them to their structural and aerodynamic limits to find out where they might fail. They face extreme G-forces, the risk of equipment malfunction, and the constant possibility of a fatal crash. It's a career that combines the skills of an engineer, a scientist, and an elite pilot, all while facing incredible danger. This is one of the most exclusive and riskiest professions on Earth, reserved for the best of the best. These careers demand intelligence, discipline, courage, and sacrifice. They prove that the highest rewards often come with the highest costs. If this video gave you a new perspective on success and sacrifice, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more powerful stories about careers, history, and human ambition. Because greatness is never free, it's earned.